Hey there, and welcome to Crochet Therapy. I'm Barbara, the host of this channel, and today is our morning coffee and crochet Whip Wednesday edition. So, for those of you who are new, welcome, come on in. And for those of you who have been here before, welcome back. I'm so glad that you're here. So, today is the day that we talk about what's on our hook, what kind of whips we've got going on. And for those of you who are new to crochet, a whip is a work in progress. So anything that you are currently working on, anything that is not completed yet, that is considered a work in progress. And so come on in, today's Whip Wednesday. And if I had any music to play, I would play it right now for you. Just to get the morning going. So, what's in your cup this morning? What's in your cup? I have some hot coffee with a little bit of half and half. And guess what? Yesterday, I had to go out and run an errand, and I went through a coffee company called Dutch Brothers. I don't know if you have it in your area. It's shaped like a little windmill, and their sign is shaped like a little windmill. It's called Dutch Brothers. It's actually BROS on their sign. And I got a latte, and it was so good. It was espresso with some frothy milk, and they sprinkled a little bit of cinnamon on top. And I did put one packet of Splenda in it. I don't like it with sugar. I don't want real sugar. And but I did put one packet of Splenda in it to kind of sweeten it up. And oh my goodness, a latte is so good. So good. So I don't know if you have a Dutch Brothers in your area. It's blue and white building, and it looks so cute. And the little girl that was working there was so adorable. And see, this is my age coming through, right? Because she was an adult woman, but she was probably about 18, maybe. And but she was just so adorable and so sweet, so sweet. Anyway, I really enjoyed that coffee yesterday, but I'm enjoying this one today. Mm. I don't ever treat myself to coffee out anymore. So yesterday was an exception, and mm, it was good. Mm-mm-mm. Let's see. Racine, good morning, my dear. How are you? I hope that you are having a fabulous Wednesday. Fabulous Wednesday. And Patty Barker, I'm so glad you're here. I hope that you are having a fabulous Wednesday as well. You're still working on the brick stitch baby blanket. I can't wait to see when that is finished. I can't wait to see. Patty Barker, your cup is empty. Oh no. She said, but that's okay. I already had 2 cups. Rest of my day will be water in my cup. All right. Good for you. Yay. Water is so good for us, right? It's so good for us. I am not very good at drinking water lately. I go through, this is like a bump, but I go through spurts, pun intended, where I drink water, and a lot of water. But right now I'm in coffee mode. So when I get done with this, then my first cup, I usually put some half and half in, and then um, the rest of the day, if I drink coffee, then I usually drink it black. Ooh, and Racine is drinking lemon water. You go, girl. That sounds so good. You know what I used to like? I used to have a cup, and it was a nice insulated tumbler with a straw in it, had a lid on it and everything, and I would fill the water, and it was the right size so that if I filled it twice, then I was getting all the water I needed. If I drank just one, at least I was working on it, right? But I would get limes, and I would squeeze some limes in the water, and that really floated my boat. It floated my boat. So, I might have to try that today because I have been drinking Crystal Light lemonade, but I might have to try some lime water today. You have inspired me. Racine says, it's a great day. It's 71. Woohoo. That's nice. That's nice. Good morning, Jay. Good morning. How are you? Happy Wip Wednesday to you. I hope you're having a fabulous, fabulous Wednesday. Good morning, Naomi. Good morning, my dear. How are you? Naomi, I had fun hanging out with you yesterday. And bless your heart, you were having trouble with your computer updating or whatever with your chat, and we were all chatting with you, at least I was, excuse me, but you weren't getting the messages for a little bit. But thankfully I think you refreshed it and then you started getting the messages. But I had so much fun yesterday. I was knitting, so like I didn't message a whole lot because I was knitting. But I had a good time. Had a good time. Yesterday, I got to be passenger princess and ride in the car while my husband drove. So I knitted in the car. It's not as easy as you think. I also had my crochet with me, but the knitting was on the top in the bag. So I did that first. And so anyway, it is good. Ooh, peanut butter and banana smoothie. I love that combination. I love a peanut butter and banana sandwich. I love it. That's one of my favorites. So a peanut butter and banana anything. 2 thumbs up from me, definitely. But a smoothie, yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Carl says, good morning. Good morning, Carl. How are you? And then right here is Sassafras. She's peeking out. She's my little goat. And so I got a crab and a goat back there. And then, well, I don't think you can see it, but right, let me see. Where is it? Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. It's little monster. A little monster. Isn't he cute? I just love him. He is so adorable. So, yeah, got my little monster right there. Here, I'll put him right there. So he's dark, so he doesn't show up in those cubbies. Anything that's dark or even slightly dark won't show up in those cubbies. So, a little disappointing, but whatever. Okay, let's see. Ah, yes. Car Princess is awesome. I know. Most of the time I'm doing the driving, so yesterday was fun. Yeah. Yeah, I enjoyed it. So what's in your cup? I have hot coffee with a little bit of half and half. And my weather, well, I think so. Do you all have Bradford pear trees in your area? They are ornamental. They bloom bright white in the spring. They're really pretty trees, but they're invasive. And from what everybody tells me, they don't smell good. They don't smell good. Oh, goodness. Um, so let me see. I was looking to see what my wrong thing. What my temperature is. Come on. All right. My goodness gracious. Oh, it says it's 64. Wow. 64 and no precipitation for at least 60 minutes. And it looks like, well, there is going to be a chance of rain. Let's see, 11 a.m., 40%. And then the rest of the day, it's about 20%. So you never know. Looks like we're going to get up to a high of 77. All right. So that is that. And before we go on any further, I just would like to ask everyone if you, if you could pray for my Aunt Dottie, that's my cousin Lori's mom. She was unresponsive. She was in rehab. She had an episode, and so she had to go to the hospital, and then she was in rehab, and they thought she was recovering. But yesterday morning, she was found unresponsive at 5 a.m., from what I understand. And so they took her to the hospital, and she was still unresponsive, and they intubated her. Um, my cousin Lori didn't want it to happen, but there were other family members there. And so they did intubate her. She's not doing well. And she said there was a doctor that wanted to poke around and do some unnecessary surgeries. And Lori said, absolutely not. So she's in pretty bad shape. She had a lung collapse and pneumonia. And so if you could pray for her, I would be very grateful. And I know Lori would as well, and the rest of the family. So this is my Aunt Dottie that came to visit not too long ago. And so, yeah, it's pretty serious. And so, anyway, if you are a praying person, if you can just, if you would lift her in prayer, and also, good thoughts, good thoughts. So thank you, Patty. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate it. Miguel, hello. It's good to see you. I'm so glad that you're here. So glad that you're here. Jay says, I'm making my first crochet baby sweater. Woo! Crochet baby sweater. That is amazing. I love that. Yay. Yay. Patty Barker says the temp is now 60, rain coming in around 11 a.m. That's when it's supposed to come here. How about that? It's supposed to get in the mid 70s. Yep. Sounds like we have about the same weather. Yes. Oh, Naomi says it's raining, and the high will be in the 40s. Hi, Cree. Hello. How are you? I'm so glad that you're here. And thank you, Patty and Racine and everyone. Thank you for the prayers. My Aunt Dottie really needs it, and Naomi, my Aunt Dottie really needs it, and I know the family appreciates it. Definitely, definitely. So, let's see. So we have what's in your cup, but what's on your hook? That's what I want to know. What is on your hook? Let me show you some things that have been on my hook. So, I was supposed to finish that blanket. Remember, I thought I was done, and then I changed my mind, and I was like, no, I'm going to add the pink. Well, I have not added the pink yet because I have a basket of balls of yarn on my table, and it's kind of calling my name. So I have a basket of yarn that, the basket that I used to put the yarn in that I made the sweater with, my slouchy sweater. And I made that basket so pretty. I just put all the sweater yarn in there, and it was just so pretty. Well, once I finished with the sweater, I needed to come up with a plan for that basket. Well, so my mom has been in the past, and also now has been balling up yarn for me. So anytime I would get to the end of a skein, or if I had a partial skein, something like that, she would ball the yarn up for me. And so, I have various sizes and colors, and so I just filled the basket full of these balls of yarn. And they've been speaking to me. So I've been listening, and let me show you a couple things that I've been doing. And I got to tell you about a new show that I have been watching. But let me show you really, really quick. So, okay. I'm pretty sure, let's see, I've shown you all of these before, but so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, are you ready? 6. So this one I really like. I really like this one. Teals and blues and browns. And then this on the outside kind of looks brown to you, but it's more of a burgundy wine. I don't know if you're going to see the burgundy wine in that. So I like this one. So I have been watching murder mysteries on Prime because I can get to the UK channel Acorn and BritBox from Prime, right? And so I have been watching all of the different UK murder mystery shows, okay, with the DIs and this DI and that DI, and they're most of the time they're cozy mysteries, but a couple of them are like they show a little bit of blood every now and then. So and so I watched Madame Blanc until there were no more episodes, and I'm really wishing that there would be some more episodes, so I'm hoping that we get some more of those in. And then we were watching, we had already watched Death in Paradise. We had already watched all of those, even the newer ones. And so love that show. And then there was a show called Beyond Paradise, which had Humphrey in it and his wife. And so we are watching the newer ones. We had watched the first season, and I think we had seen season 2 as well. So we're watching season 3 right now. And then there's another one that we're watching, and it's called Dalgleish. And Dalgleish is the DI's name, the detective inspector's last name, Dalgleish. And so I've been watching that, and I am really into that. Hubby's not as much into it because the accent makes it hard for him to understand, but I am following, and it's a little more edgy. It's a little edgier. The other day I was watching, and I actually took my phone and took a picture of the television because I wanted to see. Let me see if I can show it to you. It's not a good picture, but here we go. Okay, but there were some people sitting on a sofa, and look what I spied behind on the back of the couch. Yes, right? It is a granny square, 9 rows. I counted them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 rows, but it is a true granny square. Now I'm making solid grannies. But I was so inspired by this. I was like, I got so excited. Like, oh my goodness, I'm watching this and I'm like, oh, granny squares, what? And it's 9 rows, so it's large. The ones that we're making, the ones that I just showed you, they are 10 rows. So this one was actually my last one. It was inspired by that, but man, got a lot of hair. I must be losing a lot of hair. But look at this one, because this one truly was inspired by that, because they changed the color every row. Look at this one. Change the color every row. And so this is the one that's on the thumbnail. And also the basket of yarn balls is on the thumbnail as well. So those are the two things that are like in my life right now. So this one, and so I was so inspired by that photo, that show with that crochet blanket on the back of the sofa. I was so excited and so inspired that I had to quickly make one of these up. And I just randomly picked colors because that's what this felt like. It felt random. You see how it just feels random. So that's what I did. And I'm loving it. And I think I need to make a regular granny square, not the solid, but a regular granny square in that style for myself. But right now I'm not making that because I'm making other things. But anyway, I got inspired. So this is one of my solid granny square squares. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 made so far, 7 of them. And yeah, and I think 12 will make a blanket. So I almost have a whole blanket made. And by the time my friends, my gals and I get together for our little get together, yeah, we will have quite a few blankets all ready to be sewn together. So this is exciting. Okay. So that is what has been on my hook. Okay, Miguel. Oh, Cree, I'm so sorry. Let's see. Okay, Patty Barker says a shell and post scarf on one and super kitties on the other hook. Wow. Oh, I'm so sorry, Cree, that you have been sad all day. I'm very sorry. Okay, Miguel had to go. He had to give a call. And yes, our retreat. That is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be retreating from the world and just cloistering with just a couple of my friends, and we're going to crochet and have a good time. And yeah, yep. I'm so excited. So, all right. So now you know what's coming up. How many days until Christmas? What? How many days until Christmas? The time is slipping away. The time is slipping away. Here we go. 288 days until Christmas. 288. Woo! Mm-mm-mm. We need to get busy, friends. We need to get busy. Have you decided if you're going to give crochet gifts for Christmas this year? Um, and I also would like to start thinking about Christmas ornaments. Last year, this last past Christmas, I went a little crazy with the ornaments, and I made lots of little stocking ornaments and little beanie ornaments and little mitten ornaments, and they were so adorable, and I love them. So I'm so glad that this next year I have those to put on the tree. But I would like to come up with something else for this year, but I don't know what. I don't know what. Um, hmm, I just can't even think about what I could possibly put on the tree unless I did a garland of the Christmas lights. You know, those old bulbs. Um, I have a pattern for Christmas light bulbs. Um, and I could string them up on a garland with green um, single crochet and put that around the tree. That would be really, really cute. That would be really, really cute. The other thing that I thought about doing for this year was to make a popcorn string, a popcorn garland. And I have all of these little beads, wooden beads, and I could lay them out in the yard and spray paint them red. So that they would look like cranberries. And I could crochet popcorn and then put cranberries, put the beads on there for cranberries between the popcorn. Anyway, that's kind of what I'm thinking of. So what I'm really thinking of is a garland for the tree. Um, hmm. What do you think? Do you have any ideas? I do want to make some more ornaments though. And this last year, it was really nice having ornaments to give to people that visited our home. It was really nice. It made me feel good. Mom enjoyed it. The people that received it, they seemed to enjoy it. And so anyway, I don't know. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think? Let's see. Good morning, Amy. Good morning. How are you? It's good to see you. Good to see you. I'm so glad you're here. So glad you're here. And so how many days until Christmas? 288. 288. So yes. Yes. Did you know that March 11th, which is today, is National Johnny Appleseed Day? Johnny Appleseed Day. Yeah. So, I mean, you could plant an apple tree in honor of Johnny Appleseed. Um, hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It is also, March 11th is also National Oatmeal Nut Waffles Day. So apparently you're supposed to make the waffles and put some oats in there. It makes it healthier. Now, if you're going to put oats in your waffle mix, you might want to put your oats in some milk and let them puff up just a little bit, let them hydrate just a little bit. Unless you want a chewy waffle, which is good too. It's good too. Anyway, it's National Oatmeal Nut Waffles Day. And then throw in your favorite nut. Pecans, walnuts, macadamias, whatever's your favorite nut. Throw that in there too. Oh yeah, throw that in there too. Garlands. Yay, you love garlands, don't you? Yes, you do, Naomi. You love garlands. So All right, so oatmeal nut waffles day. That sounds fun. And you can make up a waffle batter and throw in some oats and until it just feels just right, and then make your waffles. Um, Throw the nuts in the waffles or put them on top with your syrup. Hmm. Yep. And then today is also March 11th, National Promposal Day. So it's the prom proposal day. Will you go to prom with me? Would you like to go to prom with me? Hey, how about going to prom with me? So it's an exciting day for the teens in our lives. And yeah, so it's an exciting time in their life. They get to go to prom. It's probably one of the first dress up formal, you know, adult kind of a occasion where you're going and you're dancing and you're eating an elegant meal. And at least that's what my prom was. We went to it was an event place, and so it looked like a ballroom. And so yeah, sometimes, from what I understand, they hold their proms in gymnasiums, and that's fine too. They can make it all look very pretty. Mine was very elegant in a ballroom, and then we had some good 80s dancing going on. So I'm an 80s girl. And so I remember prom. Prom was fun. Prom was super fun. And then today is also National Funeral Director and Mortician Day. So I can honestly say I have never thought about showing appreciation for funeral directors and morticians. They never cross my radar, right? However, anytime you have had to deal with a funeral home, the funeral director is very special. They deal with grief all the time. And so knowing how to navigate your grief moments and help you with a lot of big decisions that you have to make at that time, um, it takes a really special person. And so, yes, today is the day to, yeah, it's National Funeral Director and Mortician Day. It's a day to show appreciation to those who many times selflessly give of themselves and offer empathy and offer comfort and guidance in a very hectic, very upsetting time in our lives. And so they are very special people, very special people. Honestly, never gave it a thought before, was a little surprised about this one. And I even thought, do I want to put this one out? That's what today is, National Funeral Director and Mortician Day. And then I thought, well, of course I do, because they're human beings too. And they're doing a wonderful job and a very needful job in our society. So, of course I do. Good morning, Debbie Graber. Good morning. How are you? I'm so glad you're here. And then the last one we have for today, March 11th, is National Registered Dietitian Nutritionist Day. So these are the people who try to help guide us in the proper nutrition and give us guidance as far as, what we're to eat and try to keep us on a healthy path. So yes, we want to give kudos to them. Definitely. Let me move this down just a little bit because I want to crochet. How about you? Let's get our whips out and let's start crocheting. So let me move my stack of squares. I'm so excited about these squares. Really, I don't know why I am so excited about these, except that I'm able to just crochet a square on a whim, whatever I want, whatever floats my boat at the time. And that's really, really up my alley. It really is. So let's see. Oh, I do need the pink. Okay, let me get my pink yarn. All right, let me put these away. There we go. And all righty. Now I know oh my. Oh, yes, good. Okay. Good, good, good. All right, so this is the blanket that I'm working on, and I really, really like it. I really do. So this is the one side, and then this is the other side. So all of it together. There we go. And so, yeah, I'm going to put pink on this end. But first, before I do the pink, I'm going to have to add some white because between each block of color is 2 rows of white. So let me see which side has my white. Okay. Here we go. All right. So tell me what you're working on. I want to know what you're working on. And are you crocheting with me today? Kathy, hello. It's good to see you. I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you, Debbie. My shirt says Grow in Grace, 2 Peter 3:18. So that's what it says. It is a shirt that my sweet sister-in-law, Tanya, gave me last summer. Okay, here we go. All righty. So when I've been connecting these, I've done connections in so many different ways, right? Sometimes I do a magic knot at the end and I just call it good. I was not at the time planning on doing a border. So this is how I'm doing it. I go to the very last, right before the very last stitch of the color that I am ending, and I go through with the new color. And then I make a knot. Well, I don't make a knot. I chain and then chain. So chain 2 and then go into each space and make my 3 double crochets. So that's what I'm doing. All right, I'll feel so good to get this blanket complete. Wow. I will feel so good to get this blanket complete. I thought I felt good because I thought I got it complete, but then I changed my mind and decided to add the pink. So I'm glad about that. Because it's just going to be so pretty. So pretty when it gets done. Amy says, have any of you worked with the Red Heart Super Easy yarn? It's a bulky size 6. If so, what did you make? I don't know anything about this yarn. Ah, red heart. Super easy yarn. What? Let's see. What? You are telling me something that I did not know about. It is a number 6 super bulky yarn. Oh my goodness. Super easy stripes. Wow. Oh my goodness. So it's 1.31 pounds and it's 189 yards. Super bulky and beginner approved. Number 6 super bulky yarn. I do not know anything about this. This is blowing my mind. Totally blowing my mind. Okay. Have you all seen it? They have different colors. Oh my Lanta. And then they have stripes. Hmm. Wow. Okay. Amy, thank you so much for sharing that with us. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. I had no idea that that was even a thing. Oh my gosh. Oh no, Debbie's hand is hurting. She's waiting for a doctor appointment for a shot in her hand. Oh. So Naomi, you saw it? I didn't see it. Okay, you just recently heard about it. All right. Um, oh, Debbie, you miss crocheting. Let me see. I did not share, but I will. I was trying to find a better, let me see where I can find it. Because, okay, let me see. Yarn Inspirations. I bet Yarn Inspirations has it because they are the, okay, yarn. Let's see. Red Heart is coming out. Okay, here's Red Heart's Super Easy Stripes. Let me show you this on the Yarn Inspiration. Okay. All right. On Yarn Inspirations, it's normally $10.99 per skein. It is now currently on sale for $6.59. It's 7 ounces, 198 grams. And so this one that you're looking at right now is called Garden Party. And then this one is called Blush. This one is called Bonfire. This one is called Iris Blooms. They're very pretty, very pretty. And then this one is called Wheat Field. This one, oh, this one's pretty. Shady Grove. That one's probably my favorite so far. I'm into greens. I don't know why, but that one is really pretty. Shady Grove. And then this one, oh, this one's pretty too. Seaside Breeze. So on this one, it looks like there are blues in it, but there's a little bit of sage green, or maybe it's eucalyptus. It's very pretty. And then this one, oh, Wilderness. I like this one too. This one reminds me, like if you work this up into a blanket, it kind of reminds me of the blankets, the old days blankets, you know, the old colors. Anyway, these are the seaside, these are the super easy stripes. And then here is the super easy yarn. And so this one is called Farmhouse Red. I like that. I like that a lot. This one is called Gold. This one is Moss. So far, I like all of these colors. I would get these colors. I wonder if it's soft though. Has anybody touched it? Has anybody touched it to see if it's soft? I don't know. Blue Jeans. Oh yeah. Blue Jeans. I like that one. Ginger. Yep. All about it. Slate. That is a great, great neutral color. Bark. Nice. That is a really perfect brown. That is one of the most perfect browns I've ever seen. It's not too dark, not too light. It doesn't look like baby poop. It is a nice, nice brown. It's called Bark. Okay, this one is Erin, which is reminiscent. This color right here is reminiscent of the Irish sweaters that I imagine Irish sweaters should be. I mean, this is it. This one is Gray Heather. What a super color. Gray Heather. Kind of looks like asphalt. You know how it, like it's black, but it's like gray, and you just don't know what to call it, but it is nice. Nice, nice, nice. And then, of course, this one is black. I am seeing, honestly, this is really nice. Oh, my Lanta. I'm into these granny square squares and making the granny squares and then turning them into blankets. Yeah. These colors, I'm thinking, make granny squares with random, change the colors randomly with all of these colors with the black as the border, and then doing that. I need this. I need this yarn. Thanks. Just found some more yarn I need. And this one is Cherry. This is the last color. It's Cherry, and it is very pretty too. Oh, my Lanta. Oh, my Lanta. So I'm having a hard time because I need yarn. Oh, I need it, right? Need some yarn. You saw it at Ollie's? What? You found some at Ollie's in the Joann clearance? What? Did you get a good price for it? Oh, I wonder if my Ollie's has it. Oh, my Lanta. Well. Well. Now I have to give it a think. I know, Seaside Breeze and Wheatfield Blush. They're all so pretty. Patty, I know. Patty says, looks like we all need a trip to the yarn stores. I know. Oh my goodness. Okay, Amy says it is so soft. Okay, so I am seeing this whole collection in a granny square blanket. And you know, it would work up really fast too because it's a bulky 6. So you wouldn't need 9 rows, right? You might get away with 4 rows even per square. How pretty. And then have a black border around it. I'm really liking that. I may have to do that for myself. Or maybe that can be one of the blankets that I'm making for Christmas. Maybe so. Ah, I love it. I love it. Well, thank you. Thank you for sharing. I really appreciate it. And yes, Amy. Um, I did not even know. Oh yeah, Yarnspirations. Yarnspirations. They had, that's what I was showing, and they had all of it in stock. So let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 colors, including black. I probably would get all of the colors except for the gray heather. Yeah, I would get all of the colors except for gray heather. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Wow. Y'all, what are you trying to do to me? All right. Well, I do like that yarn. It looks really, really nice. It looks really, really nice. So, and a 6 super bulky. That sounds really cool. Now, there are some patterns out there that call for a 6 super bulky. I think that MJ's Off the Hook has several of her patterns for like the kitty cat and the bunny and just different things like that. The farmhouse collection, they, I believe, call for the 6 super bulky. And those colors right there are pretty amazing, actually. I'm really, I'm really quite surprised because you don't think of Red Heart. You think of Red Heart Super Saver Red Heart yarns as having a lot of colors, but not necessarily what I would call designer colors. And these colors feel like designer colors. I'm not talking myself out of the yarn, am I? Nope. I'm not. I am actually talking myself more into the yarn. Yeah. But that would make up a really quick blanket. You could make several blankets very quickly for Christmas gifts. And yeah. Naomi says, I have to go shopping. Right? I know. I know. All right. So on this Whip Wednesday, we are having some fun and enjoying. Oh, you bought the blue jean and the Aran. It's so soft. Those are some gorgeous colors. absolutely gorgeous colors. Mm. Somewhere on this blanket, there is a cluster of not 3 double crochets, but 2. Somewhere on this blanket, there is a mistake. And when I was on the next row, I saw it because as I was going into the spaces, I saw that the row below, I had only 2 clusters, 2 double crochets in one of the cluster spaces, and I left it. So there's proof in here that I am not perfect, that I am, in fact, quite human. As if I needed proof of that. I know. I know how human I am. Oh my goodness. Let's see. If you like squishy soft yarn, this is the one. You paid $5 per skein. Nice at Ollie's. That's nice. Oh my goodness. What a good price. My hands are so dry that the yarn is wanting to stick to my hands because it's so dry. Well, friends, let's get our crochet on. Are you crocheting with me? Let's see. Oh, yes. So I have a doctor's appointment this afternoon, and we do pass an Ollie's. I may run in and see if they have it because you never know, right? Right. I am in the zone, folks. I am in the crochet zone. I am so enjoying crochet right now. Oh, Naomi is making the last nose to assemble on your bear squares. That is awesome. And then from there, you just need to make the brown squares. Is it brown or blue? The blue squares. The plain squares. So that is awesome. That's right, it's blue squares for the boy. That is awesome. Awesome, Blossom. So I had an appointment yesterday. I had to go get well, I had to go into town and take care of some Tennessee business. And I tell you what, the people that I dealt with yesterday were so nice in the offices at the DMV in Tennessee. And in Florida, you would sit there for 3 hours. Oh, my Lanta. This one, I made an appointment ahead of time. I got there a little bit early and I got out 5 minutes after my appointment time because I was early enough and they took me early, which was wonderful. I was so surprised at how friendly and how easy the process was. Whereas my history with the DMV has not always been great. Sometimes it's been quite um, challenging, quite challenging. All right. So let's see. Okay, it's going to be blue, Naomi. Yes. All right. I'm almost done with the second row of, oh, goodness. I guess if I keep going the same way, I'm just going to have a big old twisty mess here. So I just have half a row more of the white, and then I can start with the pink. And I am super, super happy about that. All right, my friends, it has been over an hour, and I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful day. I am really enjoying crocheting, and I love hanging out with you and crocheting. It is so fun. I am like this far from the end of my white, and then I get to do my rows of pink. And yeah, I am so happy with that. Um, You never know. I may or may not do a white border on this, or I may just leave it because both ends have the same edge, even the beginning. Um, because of the way Krista has you start doing this pattern, it has such a nice border, and you begin in such a way that it just it looks the same on all sides. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful Whip Wednesday. And I will see you again on Friday. Stay safe, be kind, and get hooking. And much love to everybody. Hello, Catherine. And I will see you next time. Bye, everybody.